Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Break the Cycle with me, your host, Joshua. I hope everyone's having a wonderful night. I certainly. Holidays on birthdays, that is. But anyways, we got a great show for you tonight, guys. Let's start off with some sponsors of Coffee for all your delicious Italian coffee needs. Directly to bring the taste of Italy home. Use B out for a and my friend, my partner, the fortunate guy who kind of worked Stop Lops or for Break the Cycle, stoplobster.com. Check him out. Use BTC at checkout for a 10% discount, or join the Patreon, subscribe star, or become a YouTube channel member, and you'll get into a secret Discord server with like 70 something now who get Top Lobster as population. Guys, I keep meaning to tell you on every episode of the channel, that doesn't automatically give you the link to get it. Subscribe to start. I need you guys to reach out to me, YouTube or on YouTube's fine, or Twitter, or my Facebook, or any of that stuff, and let me know that you haven't gotten. I'll get you a time use so you can get. Well, there's great people like Angela McArdle and Stefan, supporting member. I think that also by proxy makes me. I don't know. Also, executive producers of the show, anthemplanning.com, for all your emergency and crisis planning. Check these people. They're doing a wonderful job that the government sucks at for a much cheaper price and much more efficiently. Guys, today we got a pretty cool guest. Very excited about this one. We've talked a lot online and got to meet once at the although it was right after I lost. I was having a rough day, but he is a former New Jersey congressional candidate, Libertarian Party Mises Caucus, New Jersey. Also, one of the hosts of Blue Star Union is Mr. Mike Rufo. How you doing today?
What's going on? I don't know. Is it fluffed enough for you? I don't know.
It's a fluffy beer.
Listen, I was telling you, but I want to tell everyone else. I'm very upset I let you all down. The goal was to crush 4 Jaeger bombs when I first came on because it's the Jersey boy thing. But it didn't work, so I lose and I suck. I don't want to tell you.
Hold on. They're saying that my audio is not doing very well, so I'm going to see if it's one of my filters. Give me a second here, guys. Maybe I turned the noise gate up too much. Is that better? That might sound better. Maybe my noise gate. I had my noise gate too much, but so just let me know if that's a little better. I apologize to everybody who may have missed some of the audio there. Is it better now, guys? Can you tell me? Let me know in the chat. Anyways, Mike, man.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
What's happening, bro? Listen, how are those 85 kids doing?
Dude, it's so much, man.
Bro, you must get like $6,000 a month when that child credit comes rolling around, bro.
No. So the way they do that is
you don't get any of it.
Not a lot. They like adjust it for. Oh, they want me to lower the gate more. They said they adjust it for your income.
And you're balling, so.
So I'm doing okay. Oh shoot, I think I just messed up.
You're a deadbeat. Remember, you're doing terrible. You get all the money. You're a deadbeat.
Yeah, exactly. I think I just turned the threshold down for the compressor, and you guys got me doing audio stuff, and I don't know how to do it. Hopefully that's better. Maybe that's better. But anyways, yeah, dude, it's this child tax credit thing is really weird to me, man. They want to give me like my tax money up front that they're from me anyways, and
they're going to give you anyway at the end of the year because they just want to trick you into thinking they're giving you more money or something.
Well, and so I did the math on it. Like every child under 16, and like every child over 16 is supposed to be like $250, and I have 7. If you include me, there's 7 dependents. I have two other kids that live here part time that are my fiance's that I don't claim on my taxes. And I only got $750, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But hey, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. And so I started looking into it, and it's like income adjusted. But at the same time, it's just my tax money they're giving back to me. you know.
It's all. It's funny they should have taken from you in the first. It's like, hey, we just took this from you last week. Here, we're gonna give it back.
Yeah, right back. I mean, that's like, yeah, I mean, that's legitimately like, yeah, that's legitimately. That's not even what they take from me in a month. So you know, but Almighty Beach, thanks for the $5 shout out, man. I appreciate it. He said glorious beard, Mike.
Thank you. I've been working on it. I've been using some peppermint conditioner. I don't know if it's working. You can't smell it.
I think, yeah, something's wrong with my YouTube chat buttons. It like works once when we come in, and then it doesn't work anymore. So just so you guys are aware, that's what's going on. It won't put out my live chats for some reason. I apologize. Mike, why don't you give some background on yourself, man? How'd you come to this wonderful world of liberty and the Libertarian Party of all things? What happened, man? How'd you get here?
I don't know. I was really annoyed that there wasn't any Ron Paul type people in the Republican Party anymore. I really thought that his son was going to take over. He couldn't. Trump said he's going to grab her by the pussy. I was like, fuck these guys. They're crazy. You know, and I saw Gary Johnson. I was like, oh, okay. But then Larry Sharpe, believe it or not, it was Larry Sharpe's his pitch in 2016. And I was like, hey, I kind of like these guys. I like that Larry Sharpe guy. And then obviously I came across Tom Woods and then Dave Smith and, you know, the whole lineup of people. I was actually, catch this, ready? I was anti-Mises Caucus in like 2017, right? And then I went to the debate with Dave and he who shall not be named. And then we went back to Gene Epstein's place afterwards, and everyone's hanging out at Gene Epstein's place. Like, these guys are freaking awesome. I don't understand what everyone hates about them.
You were anti-Mises Caucus?
I don't want to say anti. I was like almost buying into the anti-hype a little bit.
Shit, man.
And then but then I did this magical thing. Ready? I actually had real life conversations with people.
No way.
I had a meal with them, and I drank with them, and I got to understand them. And I was like, oh, these guys are cool as hell. Like, they're not. There's nothing. There's not a hateful person in the room. This is silly. These guys are awesome. And then I talked to Heiss a few weeks later, and the rest is history, man. And it's been fun. It's been a blast. New Jersey has grown tremendously since I joined. We had a stupid boost in 2016 that was fake. It wasn't real, and we plummeted down to like 200 members. But now we're back up around 400 and growing ridiculously fast, thanks to the wonderful work we're doing with the Mises Caucus.
Sure. And I'll tell you, man, New Jersey hated me in 2018. And in 2020, y'all showed out for me, man.
Oh, 17 out of 21, dude. 17 out of 21 voted for Josh Smith in New Jersey.
That's the difference 2 years made in the Mises Caucus. Because it wasn't just Jersey either. I mean, it was Connecticut, it was Maryland, it was California, Florida. Florida was the only state that I actually won in 2018. Yep. But I won them even more in 2020, and so yeah, dude, I appreciate all the work you guys are doing. Wild,
bro. It's wild, and it for the first time ever, it's getting a little like hairy in New Jersey. There's a couple of people who are really upset, but we all just keep leaning on the fact that, listen, we don't do drama in Jersey. Like, that's just not how things work. Like, we get things done, and we host events, and we run candidates, and we door knock, and we don't play into drama. So if you want drama, you can check it at the door, because that stuff's not real here.
Sure. Well, and you guys have the added bonus of having Rich Bowen, who's just amazing, dude.
Rich is awesome, dude. Rich, let me tell you something. If nobody knows who Rich Bowen is, you really need to do a little bit of a deep dive on who the guy is and his campaign when he was in Cherry Hill and the work he did with the school lunch program that they were screwing people over there. And he's a phenomenal man. He is super organized, and honestly, he kept me involved in the party at times when I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But it was his attitude and so Region 8 rep Rich Bowen, he should have been the rep from jump, but now he is the rep, and we're better off because of it. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, and I think he'll have should he want to, he'd have an easy time getting right back into that position next year. So
I don't think he wants to, but I think 100% right.
I know. Thank you so much, Swamp Creatures Podcast. That's a bunch of Florida libertarians. They got a podcast called Swamp Creatures Podcast. I found that out over the weekend. Check them out. They said the Libertarian Party Bearded Caucus approves of this guest. Are we just gonna drop hella super chats about Mike Rufo's beard the whole show?
Oh, please, it's beautiful, and we can just make a whole big thing out of it.
He's put in so much work into that beard, man.
So much work. It's so much longer than it's ever been. Listen, speaking of Florida, I don't know if you know this, Josh. I'm sure you do. I'm moving down there.
Oh, shocking.
So the bearded caucus is going to be phenomenal down there in Florida.
Everybody from your neck of the woods is moving to Florida, man. That's how it works.
Oh, you got to get the hell out
Are you
of
a
here.
Jew?
No.
Wow, dude. It's usually the Jews that move to Florida.
No. I'm one of them good old Roman Catholic, Italian Jersey Shore boys. So
sure, sure. Yeah, I had this conversation with Ron Coleman last night. He's like, and my parents did what all good New York Jews do, and they moved to Florida. I was like, it's exactly right. It's a warmer climate. You get. It's funny because I'm from a suburban area that's right outside of a big city, and I try to explain to people that living in a place like that makes you have to work double time. I mean, it's just, it never slows down. You have to talk fast. You have to move fast. You have to work hard and double work. And it just to survive, because, when I moved to the Midwest last year, my cost of living decreased by like 4/5. You know what I mean? It was like insane. And the salaries are the same here as they are where I'm from, and it's a good time to get the hell out of the big city area.
It absolutely is. And here's the deal though, like you sell your house and you live in Jersey, like if you're staying in Jersey, you did nothing but make a lateral move because everything's so damn expensive still. Like, yeah, you're cashing in, you're making a bunch of cash, but if you don't take that cash somewhere else, it didn't do you any good.
Right.
Like you're gonna put yourself in the same position in a different house. You didn't make you didn't progress closer towards retirement or financial freedom or any of that crap. So it's like, dude, I'm taking the cash, I'm buying 2 pieces of property, and I'm getting the hell out of here. Like, that's it. It's over. Like, I'm done. I'm not dealing with Murphy. I can't, on my conscience, know that my tax dollars are going towards murdering people in nursing homes. Like, I just can't do it. It's not something I can do. So I'm out, taking the family. I want to be able to carry my gun. I don't want to pay state income tax. That's it. It's simple. I want to be free.
You're from Northern Jersey, right? Like close to New York?
All right. I'm from Central Jersey, close to New York. Central Jersey is the thing. It's real. Okay. It's right along the middle. But I would, if anybody really asks, I'm from the shore. Sure. So there's the Bay Shore, and then there's the Ocean Shore. I'm from the Bay Shore, and this tiny little town called Keensburg. They're really poor in Keensburg. Okay. So we joke and we call it the white trash capital of New Jersey. Or at least it was, and that's where I'm from. That right there, right on the bay, right there, little dirty little concrete boardwalk that they have.
Nice. Yeah, let's Jersey Shore, man. So most people when they hear Jersey Shore, they automatically hear this voice, and they're like, yeah, Jaeger bombs, and all that fun stuff, man.
Jaeger bomb.
Is that really how the Jersey Shore is, man? Is that really how it is?
It really is. I shit you not, dude. From the age of 21 to like. When was my daughter born? 27. So until 31, I pretty much, it was blackout weekends every weekend at Karma, at the bar Anticipation. Just you get there at 9:30, you beat the cover, you drink your face off, you get a cab. Cab's here. You get the cab. You get the cab and you go home. It's just it really was. That's a very good depiction of what many of us did for a very long time here at the Jersey Shore.
Please tell me you had the blowout haircut and all of it, dude. Did you?
I did not have a blowout haircut. I was like anti-blowout haircut back then, but I still wanted to go out and party. See, I was young enough that I didn't go to college, right? I'm not one of these midwits that thinks they're smarter than everybody, right? I went out. I tried to college and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. These people are crazy. I started selling cars. I was like the friend who was making cash, right? Making cash, and I'd buy the cabanas. We'd have all the fun in the world, dude. Forget about it. There you go. See?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
By the way, I did not plan that, and that was not forced. That was completely natural.
But I'm telling you, every time I hear Jersey Shore, I immediately think of Snooki, dude. It's just I can't. So her voice was so like I could never watch the show. Like I never watched the show. I watched like snippets and stuff. But I would. There was one night where I was in my house sleeping in Portland, Oregon, and I had MTV2 playing when I fell asleep, and I woke up to Snooki and JWoww like screaming at each other, and it gave me the worst day of my life, dude. Like I was so mad all day because I woke up to these two ratchet women like screaming at each other in my bedroom. I had left the TV up super loud. I was probably watching, I don't know, ridiculousness to fall asleep to, and it was just like, oh my god, man. This is my ears hurt and shit. pretty bad. But you're used to that because every woman sounds like that there, right?
They all sound like that in Jersey. Every single one of them. They're all whiny. But I got to tell you, we've got some of the most beautiful women in the country here. It's a fact.
A lot of Italians.
It's a fact. What's that?
A lot of Italians, right?
A lot of beautiful Italian and Greek and Asian and everything. We have everything in New Jersey. It's amazing.
I got myself a nice Italian fiance, man. She's gorgeous. Way out of my league, and also would stab me in my sleep if I did anything wrong. So, good kind of Italian.
See, here's the thing. Everybody jokes, oh, this Asian woman will stab you in the back. The Puerto Rican girl will stab you in the back. They'll all stab you. Understand? Okay? They're all going to stab you. And if you're in your 40s and your girlfriend's in your 20s, just remember what happened to Arturo Gatti and Steve McNair. Okay? They're all going to stab you. Be careful. Sleep with one eye open. Yeah. That's what it comes. That's the cost of getting married. You got to sleep with one eye open.
Smart. Matt Wright, thanks for the $10 super chat, man. He said, tune in to see what Hawaiian shirt Rufo would sport staying for the Jaeger bombs.
I didn't wear my Hawaiian shirt. I left it at home. I came straight from the martial art thing that my daughter's got me doing.
Yeah, what kind of martial arts are you doing, man?
I have no idea. I think it's called Hapkido. I have no idea. I know I rolled around. I rolled around a lot. They showed me a few strikes, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is cool." And we were kicking mats. I was like, "Oh, all right, this is awesome. I'm sweating. This is hot."
You know who did Aikido?
Not Aikido, Hapkido.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Aikido. I was gonna say, you know who did Aikido?
Who did Aikido?
Nicholas Sarwark. That's his martial art.
No, I'm not doing Aikido. Listen, I don't even know what this is. I just know they do a lot of kicking and rolling and I don't know. My daughter's like, Daddy, I want you to do it too. I was like, yo, I'm a good dad. If my daughter wants me to do this, I got to do it. Like, what's better than daddy-daughter time? She does her class, I do my class. Everybody's happy, right? You got to be a good dad. That's part of having a
dads
good
dads are the only class of men that will put a tutu on and ballet with their daughter, man. That's how it works.
As long as it's in the privacy of our own home, yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Blue Star Union, man. What's going on there? I thought it was just a show, but you say there's all this other stuff going on.
Oh no! So Blue Star Union is a civil rights activist group with a heavy concentration on Second Amendment rights and gun rights. We don't really like talking about Second Amendment rights. We're big fans of Lysander Spooner, where we come from in the Blue Star Union. But gun rights, the right to self-defense, the right to self-ownership, and basically any hypocrisy and idiocy within the government, which is pretty much everything. It is everything. It's just calling out. So like this week, we're going to be at Dan Francisco, who is the man at Blue Star Union, and the state chair is Nick Magner, who's also running for office with the Libertarian Party. We're going to be at Barbershop tomorrow night doing a live show, just having people coming in. We're going to be talking about all kinds of probably licensor stuff. It's going to be just a hangout show to get back into the groove, because the last couple of months we've been a little off our game outside of book club. This weekend, he's going to be at the Boardwalk doing Man on the Street stuff. We're going to be at the Monmouth County Fair, which is one of the biggest fairs in New Jersey in the summer. I'm going to be over there on Sunday doing some Man on the Street stuff. I might have those days flipped. Either way, they'll be on YouTube. So if you check out Blue Star Union on YouTube, you'll see them.
It's going to be a lot of Jaeger bombs or what?
Yes. If you watch Book Club, there's lots of drinking. There's lots of drinking when we get together. There's lots of fun and lots of shenanigans. So yes, there will be Jaeger bombs. I will now intentionally do a Jaeger bomb every time we have a show just for you.
Nice. I appreciate it. Yeah, you got to do the thing with the arm, like Jaeger bomb, right? Like you got to do that too.
Jaeger bomb.
It's important.
Do you remember that video, the Jaeger bomb video from YouTube back in the day?
I think so. Yeah,
it was a big thing. They were making fun of Jersey Shore people. Never mind, I dropped the ball. I'm sorry, that was a bad one.
We just got a chat that said I just revenge ate a mosquito. MRHFRC. Yeah, ouch. That's gotta be. Hopefully, it died real fast.
Yeah, if you want Zika or malaria, eating a mosquito is a good way to get it.
Yeah, man. If you might as well just do it right.
Fucking, I'm all in.
So what else going on in Jersey, man? What do you guys got going on out there? I mean, I know you're obviously dealing with one of the most tyrannical states in the country. There's just no doubt about it.
Dude, there's so much going on right now. The main focus is we do for the Libertarian Party is the governor's race. We do have a governor's race this year, one of two states in the entire country outside of the recall that are having a statewide election with a governor or higher. It's us in Virginia. We got some pretty good press in an online poll over the weekend where he actually beat all candidates in the online poll. which was pretty cool. InsiderNewJersey.com did something. I mean, we were retweet, retweet, retweet. You could vote multiple times. I mean, I think he ended up with like almost a majority of the votes, which was odd. Like, it was like almost 40-some%. People are really upset. The Republicans in New Jersey aren't Republicans. Like, if you live in Arkansas or Iowa and you're watching me right now, I promise you, your Democrats are more conservative than our Republicans.
Sure.
Like, that's how it works in New Jersey. We don't have we have Democrats and we have communists. That's what we have in New Jersey. Like, that, it's really what it is. Like, and it's not even hyperbole. Like, they're communists. Like, Phil Murphy is a communist. Like, he probably is upset that Cuba is revolting right now. Like, he's probably crying about it with his wife. Like, it's pretty bad. So we got this guy Jack Ciattarelli, who, like, actually he actually sponsored gun control in the state house when he was in the state house as a senator. So it's like, this is the guy the Republicans chose to run against Phil Murphy. This same guy is wearing masks, proud of getting his vaccine, like, just completely government Democrat, just pure on. And so that's what we're fighting against. You know, I'm trying to do some legislative stuff. We have this really neat program in New Jersey where if you get, in certain towns, if you get it's called the Faulkner Act, and if you get 10% of the last odd year's vote to sign a petition, it automatically goes on a ballot question for the following year. So there's towns like Newark, I only need like 800 signatures to get something on the ballot. There's towns where I need like 20 signatures, and there's like 10,000 people in the town because only 2,000 people came out to vote. So you get 200 signatures or 20 signatures or whatever the math works out to be. Now you put it on the ballot and you completely circumvent the board. So people are like, oh, what have the libertarians done? Well, I don't even need to get elected to affect and repeal laws in New Jersey. Like, that's where we're currently trying to seek those things out, find those things, and get some ballot questions on the ballot so that we can repeal some laws and tell the government to go F itself, because the state is illegitimate and we might as well use its tools against itself.
Yeah, man, you guys got a lot of really shit laws there to repeal, man. But your gun laws are really bad.
Oh, they're the worst. So we got I know a couple of people going for their carry right now, and they've been rejected, and they're going through the appeals process. They're supposed to answer you you're supposed to send you your result of your appeal within 14 days. It's been like 4 weeks. Now they want them to pay. Like, it's brutal. Like, it's just, I don't think people understand. Like, yeah, California is bad, but Jersey's just as bad. Like, me and people in California could probably sit here and tell similar horror stories. Like, man, there's so many people, like, you can't get a carry permit in New Jersey. I want people to understand that.
That's how California was too.
Can't get it. There's like 1,100 people in a state of 9 million that have been issued a carry permit. It's may issue, but may issue if you're best friends with the governor's brother and you've blown him 3 times on the weekend. Like, that's how you get a carry permit in New Jersey. I hope. And now I just got, everyone's got offended. They're gonna click that, and now I'm a bigot, and I get it. I'm sorry.
Welcome to break the cycle, buddy.
But it's true, man. Like Jersey's so bad. There's this woman, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. She applied for her. Everyone talks about her all the time. A few years ago, she applied for a carry permit. Her husband was abusive. She had restraining orders against him. Everything is sort. He finds her and murders her. While after they had already declined her appeal or for her carry permit. But if she would have got her carry permit, she'd still be alive today. And that's what everyone points to. So, but we have who is it? It's FPC. Right now, it's actually got some lawsuits that they're doing. They're moving through the channel that hopefully are going to affect New Jersey carry laws for people that are going to still be living in this state because they're sadists.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I had to get away from the coastal elite, man. I think the only part of the coast I can really live on is like the southern coast or Florida. I think that's about it, dude.
Oh, listen. This is exactly how it went down in the house, right? We talked about New Hampshire for 2 years, and my wife, she's from the Philippines, right? So she was like, yeah, it's too cold. Yeah. I'm not going there. I was like, all right, fair enough. You're literally from the tropics. I get it. How about Florida? They have palm trees too. She's like, I'll do Florida if I could have palm trees. Sure. I was like, all right, I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah. Florida's nice, man. The weather is always good there, except for when it's hurricaning.
Yeah, it's all right.
Which you'll have to get used to. But I've had to get used to tornadoes. Okay.
Yeah, you got to get used to something everywhere. In New Jersey, you got to get used to traffic.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's some of the worst in the country and worst in the world, I think. New Jersey and New York. Chicago's really bad. California, where I'm from in California is bad too, man. It used to. I used to work in Oakland, and I lived about a 30-minute drive away from Oakland, but that was with no traffic. With traffic, it was like an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh my God.
It was horrendous, dude. Every day, 3 hours of driving for work.
That's North Jersey, man. There's North. I mean, if God forbid you're coming out of New York City and into New Jersey, your 45-minute drive could be a 3-hour drive easy.
Yeah, it's insane, man. But Florida's nice, dude. I do appreciate Florida, and I've told Julia that when it's time to leave here, that's where we're going.
Got it.
It's cold here.
Yeah, dude. How cold did it get this winter? Like, this was a problem for you when you first got there. So yeah. I need to understand, like, how did you figure it out?
I think one day we had like a -40 with the wind chill. Yeah. It's brutal. It's brutal. So, you know, I moved here and I didn't even think about, you know, there being like a ton of snow and ice and being cold in Iowa. Like, I didn't think about that, you know. And we bought this house, or we rented this house that has this long driveway. My first year, I'm like, I got this, no problem. I went and bought a snow shovel. I'm like, yeah, I'll handle this, you know. And the first day it snowed, it was like 5 inches, about 4 or 5 inches of snow. And I woke up to go to work. I have to get up for work at like 4:30 in the morning. I work 12-hour shifts. And I walked down. We have a minivan. It's a GT, okay? It's a Dodge GT minivan.
Hey, bro, listen, it's okay. I get it. I sold cars for 15 years. Yeah. There's nothing more.
It's got the black leather interior with the red stitching. It's nice, okay?
That's hot, bro. Yeah. I'd drive that.
Yeah, and like all the doors open with the key fob. It's cool, okay?
Those are limousines in New Jersey, dude. Don't worry about
it. Yeah. So I get up for work and I come downstairs and we just have the one vehicle right now until we can get another one. And so Julia sometimes will take me to work in the morning so that she can have the van for the day, and then sometimes I'll drive. But anyway, so I wake up and I come downstairs and I go outside and I'm freaking out, dude. I'm like, I have no idea how I'm going to get to work. I'm a critical facilities engineer, so like I have to go to work. We cannot miss work. We're not allowed to miss work. There's only one of us on shift, and like we're responsible for all this equipment that keeps a data center running 24/7. And so I come out and I'm freaking out, dude. Like freaking out. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to get to work. And Julie's like, get out of the way. And like gets in the van and starts backing out. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know you could drive in 5. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know you could drive in 5 inches of snow in a minivan. Apparently you can in Iowa. But so that weekend I had to come out and I was like, oh, I'll just snow shovel this. You know, and I'm like in my work boots and like basketball shorts and a parka. And I'm like out in my driveway and my hands are falling off. You know what I mean? My legs are all cold.
You didn't have gloves?
No, I got snow in my boots and shit. I'm like, this is terrible. And my next door neighbor, he's like from South Africa. He just moved. He moved to Chicago first and then moved here. And he comes over. He's like, hey, mate, you know, do you want to borrow our snowblower? And I'm like,
good idea.
Yeah, if I could borrow your snowblower, that'd be great. And I had said I wasn't going to get a snowblower, but within a week we had a snowblower because there was just no way I was going to deal with the snow with no snow. And I couldn't do it.
Gotta put the ego aside, man. Tools were invented for a reason. Buy the damn tool.
It was rough, man. And it was cold. I mean, we had, multiple weeks under zero. I think the coldest it got was -40 with the wind chill, and that was it freezes your nose hairs, man. You walk outside and your nose hairs, you feel your eyes start to freeze. And
I can picture that because I'm in Jersey and it doesn't get that cold, but it still gets cold and you can feel your eyes freeze sometimes. So I get that.
Yeah, and I'm like from California, so with like anything under 55 is like freezing to me. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh god, it's really cold out here. It's I've been in like 30-degree weather. I think the coldest I had ever felt prior to this was 12 degrees. And I think that was when I was in Iowa for a convention in February, right? And I remember like going like, oh god, 12 degrees is cold as shit, you know. And then I felt -30, and I was all, 12 degrees would be great right now. And we had one 24-hour swing where it went from -30 to like 34 degrees or something. It was like a 80-degree swing in 24 hours, and it was like, it was under freezing, and everyone's walking around in shorts with their t-shirts on, and I was just like, oh, I get it now. I get why people are like not cold when it's in the 30s here, because your blood's just been not used to it at all, man. But so what you're gonna go join the Florida Libertarians, man?
That's it, bro. I'm going. So, but I've also decided I'm going to go join the old people, right? So I'm thinking ahead. I'm really planning for the future here. I'm going to move to the Cape Coral, Fort Myers area with all the retirees, and I'm just going to buy my retirement home 20 years early.
Smart.
That's the idea, right? I'm going to buy it 20 years ahead of time, just be way ahead of everyone on the whole inflation game, win all my inflation rewards, you know, and really bank it all in, because why wait? Why wait? Like, COVID shut the world down, and nobody had to work anymore. I can uproot everything and move to Florida. It's that simple.
Hey, I uprooted everything and moved to Iowa, man. So I get it.
That's weird,
dude. I know, but it's cheap.
You got to California though, so like you get an A+ for leaving the commie-ville. You know what I mean? Like, and I got to tell you, if it never gets below 55 in California, it really explains why everyone's so damn soft and why there are a bunch of sissy commies.
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
There's parts of California where it gets really cold, man.
Yeah, but that's north, where they're all like, we want to secede from the rest of the state.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's the north. It gets a little cold in the Central Valley sometimes too. Not like snow cold, and then eastern California too, when you start getting towards the Sierra Nevadas where Tahoe is and stuff. Because Tahoe's Tahoe's half California, half Nevada. And
you got real mountains in California.
Oh, dude. That's the saddest part about California. It is the most beautiful state in this country, dude. You got the Sierra Nevadas, you got the California beaches, you got the desert, you got the redwood forest, you got Mount Shasta. I mean, it's insane. Then you have these great big cities like San Francisco and San Diego and LA, and it has everything. It's got farms all through the Central Valley is just farms. You can't own a farm there unless you're like handed it down from family though. You can't like buy that kind of land for a farm anymore.
You can't do that in Jersey either. Like there's this farm around the corner. It's 100 and some acres. I'm like, no, nobody's gonna buy that to farm it. Some mega corporation's gonna come in here and buy it. It's got to be like $1 gajillion. Get the hell out of here.
They're gonna drop
for a quarter acre with a 1,500 square foot house. You're gonna go buy 110 acres in New Jersey. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, hell no. Oh, so this is a good question from my good friend Jermaine Vincent, big supporter of the show. $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. Fuck, marry, kill. Nick Ashley, Nick Fuentes, or Nick Sarwark?
Oh my God! Nick Ashley, Nick Fuentes, Well, we're gonna kill Sarwark.
Okay, fair.
I guess we're gonna fuck Fuentes because we can throw him up and tell him the cat's here.
Yeah,
right?
Kick him right out. He gets annoying.
All the fun.
Yeah, well, yeah, Nick Ashley. Then you guys can just be like the married gay, what is it? The ambiguous gay duo.
The ambiguously gay duo.
Yeah,
the ambiguously gay bearded duo. We'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you get to watch all his trolling in real life. He's just a beautiful.
Absolutely, yeah. Sit over his shoulder. Oh no, say this, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. That might be one of the best super chats we've ever had, Jermaine. I appreciate it. That's a good one. I think. Well, it's funny because
it was an easy answer though. It wasn't a very hard one.
Yeah, because nobody wants to marry or fuck Nick. I mean, let's be honest. Nick Sarwark, at least. No, it's fun. It's funny because somebody actually asked Tom Woods. Oh, it was Nick Ashley asked Tom Woods when he was on my show with the super chat. Who would you rather have a beer with? Nick Ashley, Nick Fuentes, or Nick Sarwark? And he did say by process of elimination, I don't know Nick Ashley, but I'm gonna go with Nick Ashley. And I was like, Nick. Now Nick's like the greatest king troll of them all. I mean, I think at some point he's going to have like come to fisticuffs with Robbie Bernstein to see which one of them can actually be the king. But it's been beautiful to watch his ascension.
Absolutely, it has been.
Yeah.
So listen, I got to go into this one thing.
Okay.
Everybody should sell their house and live in a camper for a little while. You got to do it. I'm telling you right now, if you have the opportunity to just take your shit, buy a camper, and just go camping for like 3 months, it's worth it. I'm telling you right now, we're 3 weeks into it. It's phenomenal. I can't wait to close on this house in the next week.
Are you guys living in a camper right now?
Bro, I've been camping for 3 weeks. It's amazing. I have nothing in this house, by the way. It's like a trap house right now. There's a mattress upstairs. There's like 3 things in the kitchen, and I got a computer in the office just in case, right? So like I come back just to do laundry because I still own it. I might as well use it and keep the Wi-Fi going, right? But no, we're campground hopping, man. Like I've never felt more free in my life than just being like, I'm going to pull the house somewhere else now. Like, it's just amazing.
That's so crazy, dude. And you haven't bought a new house yet.
I haven't bought a new house yet. Like I said, because I haven't closed on this one, and I don't plan on buying a new house until next year or the year after, even, because I don't want to buy in this market. That would be silly. We all know it's going to implode.
Soon.
So let it implode, and then I'll buy some land. And I'm not even going to buy a house. I'm going to buy land and then build a house.
Sure.
Right? So listen, if you're in the Northeast and you're not some bootlicker who's got a state job that you got 5 years left on your pension with, or some union worker who's waiting 5 years for his pension, or maybe you can get a transfer, dude, sell your house and get the hell out. Sell your house and take the cash, downsize your life, and really live liberty. Don't just keep trolling and talking about it. Do something about it and live it. Like, that's what you got to do. Because right now I'm finding like this is the most fun I've had and the happiest I've been in a long time these last 3 weeks. So if anybody out there can do it, I'm telling you, just do it. Just do it. What's his name? Clint's doing something. Oh,
yeah,
Clint's
he's just taking off. He just took off.
He just took off. He's been in. I told him on Twitter yesterday. I was like, dude, get a camper. Get a camper, bro. Just tow your camper places and just go all over. If you can do it, you got to do it. And it's not as expensive as you think it is. Like, you can figure it out. I promise you. Like, maybe Josh, you can't because you have 95 kids.
That would be a big ass camper, dude.
Yeah, you need like 2 of them buses, right? Like, you'd have to drive a bus. Your wife would have to drive a bus. It'd be pretty ugly. Yeah, like 2 football teams, right?
Yeah.
But no, but it's really awesome, dude. And anybody who can, even if you can just get a camper to go on vacation in, like, it's so freeing to be able to, like, hey, let's call this place. Hey, all right, cool. And it's not much. And there's campgrounds you can stay a week for $200. Like, it's like, do it. Just, you'll never feel more free just knowing that you can go where you want, when you want, however you want, right? So, like, I'm gonna buy property in West Virginia coming up real soon as we sell in the house, and I'm gonna buy property in Florida. The key there is investing in land, right? Don't buy somebody else's house. Buy land and then develop the land yourself. That's where you're going to get the best bang for your buck. Have yourself a camper. Go all around. Don't worry about sticks and bricks. Don't worry about owning sticks and bricks right now, because it's all going to implode. This is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. However, like, I'm telling you, it's freeing, and the burden that gets lifted off your shoulders when you do it. You just feel like you don't realize how awesome it feels to just literally be free. And check this. You can be a resident of Florida without actually ever setting foot in Florida.
Right.
You can just fill out paperwork. They actually give you a physical street address. You get a Florida driver's license. And as long as you're not setting foot in any other state for the amount of time that they require you to be a citizen of that state, it's like in New Jersey. As long as I'm not in Jersey for more than 6 months, I don't have to pay income tax in New Jersey. So I could be a Florida resident, go all over the country, pay no state income tax, have a Florida carry license, which has reciprocity throughout the country in many of different states, and you're Gucci.
Sure.
Like there's so many different things. So we got that going on. We got Blue Star Union. Everyone should be paying attention. We're doing Michael Malice's Anarchist Handbook this month, at the end of the month on the 30th. So everyone should tune into that too, because that's going to be a shit show. Like a shit show. If you want to watch a good shit show and people just making fun of each other and trying to get banned on YouTube, great times.
As opposed to the bad shit show that we had on Fakertarians last week.
Oh man, listen, somebody tagged me on Fakertarian's Facebook page because they were asking who their next guest should be. And I was like,
well, that's the thing. They
oh man, it's gonna go great.
It's funny because they have like 6,000 views over the year they've been doing the podcast on YouTube, and over a third of them are me, Nick, and Jeremy Kaufman. 2 shows.
I don't know, dude. I don't have like 150 followers or something.
I think they have about 100. I think it's 136 subscribers on YouTube.
I gotta tell you, more people talk about them though, with only 100 and some odd subscribers on YouTube, than they do about Blue Star Union, or they do about Ungovernable with Matt over here in New Jersey.
Sure, yeah.
Was why libertarian.
Yeah, he's great.
Go ahead.
He's great, man. I need to hit him up. He wanted to do a show with me, and I was super busy I was working like 72-hour weeks, and now I'm like available for shows, so I need to hit him up. Thank you for reminding me.
Bro, listen, Matt is amazing in the sense that, you know, that Kurt Russell meme where it's like he's wearing like the little shirt and tie, and it's like when I first found libertarianism,
Oh yeah.
and then 6 months later, right, and he's like escaped from New York. That's literally Matt. Like when he interviewed me last year at this time while I was running for Congress, and he was asking me all these really, you know, pointing questions about the government and how policies that we can change. And now he's like, burn it all down. None of it matters. The state's illegitimate. he's quoting Sterner. He's quoting Spooner. He's quoting Hobbes. He's quoting all of them now. And I'm like, dude, what did I do to you? What happened, bro? This is amazing.
It's good. It's a good thing.
And he's part of the Blue Star crew too. Like he contributes to book club. You know, we all got our little chat. We're always planning things together. But it's just wild how this YouTube page and this Facebook group that has such a small following gets so much publicity, yet they still have such a small following. But then you got guys like Blue Star and Matt, and they got 300, 400 YouTube subscribers. They're on all these different platforms. They're using all the blockchain to actually live the lifestyle. And then these clowns are over here just complaining and getting trolled on.
Everybody likes to watch a train wreck, man.
Oh, it's a glorious train wreck.
It is a lot of fun to watch, man. And being part of it the other night, you know, it was great. I wasn't even going to be on it, and then I started getting calls and people saying, "Go on, Fakertarians." Nick Ashley's on there. I'm like, well, my boy needs some backup, you know. And so I hopped on, and I was just like, then 2 hours later, I'm like, all right, that's it. You're a bunch of fucking losers. I'm out of here. If you watch that whole thing, God bless you, man. It was wild, but you can skip the whole first 55 minutes. It was almost, I think it was over 3 hours. I think it was 3 hours and 10.
God bless you guys for doing that. God bless. It's too funny sometimes watching people think they're owning other people and then just get completely owned themselves. It's just it's mind numbing how
7 of you on your own show.
Own. Completely owned.
Only Scott Horton has owned me on my own show, and it wasn't even. He was just very passionate when he was speaking to me about the David Chipman thing and then the Nick Sarwark thing, because he's convinced that Nick Sarwark's not a Fed. I'm still not convinced that Nick.
I won't mention his name, so
yeah, he who will not be mentioned.
He who shall not be mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, what do you got coming up, man? What's coming up for you next?
It's going to be a lot of Blue Star Union stuff. Lots of Blue Star Union stuff, because within the state, we're just going to be focusing on the election and trying to get, as many votes as possible for Milei. Greg Milei for governor.com. Make sure you check him out. Nick Magner, check him out. He's running for state assembly, got assembly, then Senate. He's going to be doing a great job. He's actually got some really good plans. And he's going to be disrupting some things. So pay attention, because we might actually get a lot of press down there in South Jersey. And then Blue Star Union. Dan's going to really start cranking it up. We're going to be doing a lot of man on the street stuff, a lot of just like breaking people's minds, introducing anarchy without them understanding that we're really introducing anarchy to them in a tactful way. And if you know anybody who's got a real statist mentality, who's willing to debate with an anarchist or a libertarian about gun policy or about any or the lockdowns. Jesus, we didn't even touch on those in New Jersey. All right, God help us.
How's that been, bro? Was it worse or better than New York?
Bro, like it was bad.
Yeah.
Like New York actually at times was better than Jersey, where they had things opening before we had things opening. Like we couldn't go to the parks.
Wow.
You guys were still going to restaurants at 50% capacity, and they're like, "No, we're shutting down the state parks. You're not allowed outside in 500 acres of forest with 45 other people."
Jesus.
Like that's New Jersey was just bad. It was just terrible. Everywhere you turned, you felt like someone was going to want to fight you or yell at you or call the cops on you. It was terrible. I had friends getting thrown off trains left and right when they finally started the trains back up. It was just, my one buddy, he was coming from New York City. He literally pulled his mask down for 2 seconds to make a phone call. At the next stop, they said, "You get off the train." He was 15 miles from home and had to wait for the next train.
Wow, dude.
Like he was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I was like, wait for the next train, dude, and just get on the. He's like, I gotta buy another ticket. I was like, then call a cab. You're right, it sucks, but that's the kind of shit they were doing. So there's people getting arrested for it though too, and that's the other thing. Like there's Democrats in like the middle of the country. It's like nobody got arrested for going to church. I was like, bro, people in Jersey got arrested for going to church.
Yeah,
I know they did. Up in North Jersey, they had church in a parking lot, and they arrested people for having church in a parking lot.
That's nuts, dude.
It's like people went to church and they got arrested.
I didn't think anything could be worse than the lone surfer getting arrested in the California beach.
That might top it. That might be the worst. Like the dude's all by himself in the ocean and they arrested him. And it's just, and then people are always talking. They're like, oh, they'll never come and take our guns. That's why we have the Second Amendment. I was like, bro, they didn't let you go to church and you did nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Literally nothing.
I don't go to church. I don't go to church. So for like me, that's not like, all right, cool. Like, but you guys weren't even like, why am I going to come like step up for you? Like you didn't even step up for yourself. Like they literally arrested you for going to church and you didn't do anything. I promise you, your buddy who's the sheriff is coming to take your guns and you're going to give them to him.
Yeah.
Like that's why New Jersey's screwed, man. That's why everyone's got to get the hell out. Get out.
Yeah, well, they're not coming to take our guns in Iowa because they just passed constitutional carry here and have said they will nullify any federal gun laws. So thank God.
Thank God is right, dude.
Yeah.
That's something that Florida dropped the ball on back in April. That got shot down in committee in Florida back in April, and Sabatini put it forward, and it got completely shot down. And it was interesting because I was like, I wonder why it wouldn't get through in Florida, but who knows?
Yeah, Florida's weird, man. You know, I know there's a lot of people that really like DeSantis, but sometimes I just feel like he's placating the base here and there because he's real bad on other things. You know what I mean?
He panders with the best of them. That's what they do, man. They all pander. The left panders, the right panders. Everybody's pandering. Everybody's grifting. Nobody wants to just come up and say, honestly, this is all bullshit, and I'm just up here to get paid.
Sure.
That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing anymore, and it's obvious. They want complete control of your life. They want to tell you how to breathe, where to breathe, when to breathe, who to talk to, when to hang out with them. I said that 10 years ago in my parents' living room, and they're like, you're crazy. Last summer, I said, hey, remember a couple of years ago when I told you they want to tell you how to breathe, when to breathe, where to breathe, who to hang out with, and how to eat? And you told me I was crazy? Look what just happened.
Yeah. It's probably the beard. They probably thought you were crazy because of the beard, man. You know, it makes everyone look crazy.
It's true. It was before the beard, so they probably did think I was even crazier.
Fair.
A little weird looking one out there.
Drywall thanks for the $5 super chat, bro. I appreciate you. Jermaine Vincent, another $10 super chat. I appreciate you. He says if you want a harder fuck, marry, kill, Archie Flowers, the what was it? Binary gender cat from the Fakertarians podcast, or the British dude from the Fakertarians podcast.
Oh, wow. It's hard because I don't know who the British dude from the Fakertarians podcast is.
His name's Josh Hilditch. You don't want to marry that guy. He'll just screech at you in that British accent forever, and it'll be the most annoying thing you've ever heard. So,
okay, so we'll kill him.
Okay.
Well, the binary cat, what?
Yeah. From the Fakertarians, the one that's like, you don't know which one that is either, huh?
No, I do.
You've seen the memes.
Yes. Fuck. We'll fuck the binary cat because what the hell, you only live once. And then
you're marrying Archie Flowers. Oh man.
We'll marry Archie Flowers. I just make him a sandwich and tell him to get the fuck away from me. Leave me alone. Stay in your den.
He's gonna be like, Mike, are you a racist? Are you a bigot? Are you a bigot racist, Mike? It's all you're gonna
No, but forever. Honestly, I'm going to be very much bigoted against you if you screw this marriage up anymore. Leave me alone. I'm gonna watch football and hockey. I'm gonna go watch the Rangers play, and you go do whatever it is you do on the other side of the house. Make sure we split everything 50-50 and leave me alone. This is a contract. I can survive under a professional contract.
Will J says those are all dudes. Don't be a bigot, Will. Don't be a bigot.
Don't be a bigot, man. You only live once.
Suck the lady penis. Okay. Man. Where can my wonderful followers follow you and support you at, Mike?
Listen, right now, if you're going to follow me, just go on to Twitter, at Rufo for Congress. It's really the only place right now. Unless you want to jump over to the Hive chain at hive.io, jump onto the Peaked platform. and go into the Liberty community where me, Matt, and the other Blue Star guys are building a small little blockchain Liberty community to try and get away from the traditional social media, government-run social media programs like Twitter and Facebook. And then also check out Buzz, D Buzz, the letter D, BUZZ. That's also part of the Hive blockchain. And it's all decentralized. Those guys are awesome. Everybody that runs that. If you have any issues, you can just hit them up and they'll tell you how to do it. Last thing I'm going to ask, you want to support me? I'm not on the grift, not yet, at least. All right. But I will tell you this. I'm going to share it after the show, and I shared it later in the week last week. My daughter's hockey team is raffling off $15 raffle tickets for a pellet grill. It is a phenomenal $1,500 pellet grill. If you want a chance to win this pellet grill, we're only selling 200 tickets. We've already sold 25 of them. I'll put the flyer out there. Go buy a raffle ticket so my daughter and her friends can go play hockey all around the Northeast like good little privileged children.
Your daughter plays hockey? Savage.
My daughter plays hockey.
Savage.
Listen, my daughter plays hockey. She does this karate thing. She could probably kick most 15-year-old boys' asses. It's very true, but it's all right.
That's a good. Hey, man, you probably sleep a lot better at night than I do.
Well, listen, dude, she's half Filipino and half Italian, right? Like, if she's not going to know how to defend herself, I'm in trouble. I can't be there all the time with a gun in my back pocket.
Yeah, it's true, man. You got to teach them young to protect themselves these days. That's for sure. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Listen, I appreciate you having me on. This was, it was fun. It was nice to catch up, and hopefully it was good enough content for you.
I think it was great content. It's just
right,
two bros chilling out, dude.
That's it, man. That's it. I wish I had a couple more drinks and did some actual Jaeger bombs and didn't just, chug Red Bull.
This may come as a surprise to most people, but I don't drink very much at all. And I still have these 3 beer bottles here set here from the impromptu Sunday show when me and Nick, Ashley got drunk together, and I drank 3 Coronas in an hour and a half, dude, and I was wasted.
I go on my 2-3 week almost benders where it's like I went through 3 bottles of vodka in the last 2 weeks at the campground.
Yeah, well, you're camping, man. Camping's different. I'll get wasted until I pass out in the tent camping, man. It's camping. Camping's all about being drunk. That's the point.
That's all it is, man. You get a little vodka, a little seltzer soda, sit down by the fire, say, hey, shut up over there. You got people fighting because they live at the campground. Shut up.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Well, shit, dude. I appreciate you coming on. I'll just stick around because we'll do this little exclusive stream for 10 or 15 minutes as soon as this one's over, man.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I love everybody.
Yeah, love you too, brother. Thanks a lot. All right, guys. Mike Rufo is just like one of the coolest, chillest dudes. Go follow him. Buy tickets for his daughter's hockey. Why wouldn't you? I'm gonna go buy one. Why wouldn't I? Man, I got a chance to win a pellet grill. I was just talking about how bad I wanted a Traeger smoker or pellet grill really bad, and I was like, what would really piss the losers off if I started to GoFundMe for a pellet grill? But now I just have to pay $15 and maybe I can win one. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with us on Tuesday. Definitely check out lorenzati.coffee for all your delicious Italian coffee needs delivered directly to your door. Bring the taste of Italy home. Use BTC at checkout for a 10% discount. And of course, my very good friend, my partner on Break the Cycle, toplobster.com. Go give this man all of your money, all of it. Every dollar you can. You can get this really great custom Break the Cycle embroidered logo shirt that I'm wearing tonight by using BTC at checkout for a 10% discount. And guys, he's got like all kinds of different clothing lines on there. There's a whole bunch of different podcast stuff. Obviously, the Scott Horton stuff. All the Break the Cycle stuff. I think there's like 10 different Break the Cycle lines now. All kinds of stuff. There's baby clothes on there. He does a lot of really cool stuff. He hand draws it all. He really puts in a lot of time into his craft. So go support the man or join my Patreon, Subscribe Star, or the YouTube channel here to get exclusive content. Plus, get into the Discord server where you can get new Top Lobster designs up to 2 weeks early with a 30% deep discount. Good stuff. Check out executive producers at anthemplanning.com for all your emergency and crisis planning needs. Check them out today. See what they can do for your home, business, or personal life. They're doing a job that the government sucks at much more efficiently and much cheaper. Guys, coming up on the show tomorrow, my other good friend with the silly hat, Dan, Taxation and Theft Berman's going to be on the show. He's going to be telling you guys about how to smuggle drugs from Mexico and how to not pay your taxes which is going to be a lot of fun. I guess he thinks taxes are a little burdensome or something. I don't know. And on Thursday, my friend Jacob Winograd's going to be on the show. We're going to talk about religion and anarchy and libertarianism. And then on Friday, based ass conservative lawyer Eric Matheny, who just got booted off of YouTube, his show. He's going to be on my show. Maybe we'll get booted off YouTube too. Who knows? I don't know. Guys, check out and wait, what did I do? I messed up. Check out my Subscribe Star and my Patreon and the YouTube channel to get all those great perks. I will see you tomorrow for the show with Dan's Taxation and Theft Berman. Until then, don't forget to break the cycle.
Due to legal reasons, I just have to explain. The lyrics of my last song may seem to contain a violent call to action in the verse and refrain, but I just meant it in Minecraft. The helicopter part was in reference to GTA 5 and the things you do. So any violence you commit, I am not an excuse, because I just meant it in Minecraft. Well, a chipper is my friend and he's constantly cold. Accusations of incitement getting totally old. Make your own choices, yeah, you have control, because I just meant it in Minecraft. Obviously, I would never advocate force, unless there's due process and a trial, of course. And if you're convicted, we will make you a corpse in Minecraft, just in Minecraft. You're nothing, I mean, you know it. No product dinners, cause it closed for COVID. Holy shit, I think I'm